Hey Decoders, I welcome you all to this episode of Decoding Cosmos by PH. Long time ago, we published two videos on the time travel series. Today's video is a brand new addition in the topic of the time travel, and this is the totally new video in the series of the ancient time travelers. So let's begin. Our today's topic of video is based on the Hindu mythology, and this incident is mentioned in the book named Matsya Purana. To understand all these concepts, firstly let's understand some basic time scales which are necessary for this video. So the time scales are as follows. One day of the human comprises of 24 hours, a month of 30 days, a year of 365 days. When such 4,32,000 years combine, this is the duration or the life of the Kali Yuga, which is the current Yuga. Life of the other Yugas which occurred before Kali Yuga are as follows. In Dwapar Yuga, the total Yuga duration is of 8,64,000 years. Treta Yuga comprises of 12,96,000 years, and the best of all, which is Satyuga or Krita Yuga, is in the total of the 17,28,000 years. In Krita Yuga, there is no evil in the humans and they are very friendly. This is exactly opposite to that of the Kali Yuga, and hence there is the duration differences between these two yugas. One set of four such yugas form a Mahayug, which in total comprises of the four yugas and the total duration of 43,20,000 years. That is nearly 4.32 million years. And what's more surprising is that 71 such Divya Yuga or Mahayuga forms one Manvantara. Now, when a Manvantara, of which the approximate duration is nearly 306.72 million years, is over, then a partial devastation and the partial creation of the universe occurs, which is nearly 1.728 million years each, which adds up to 2.54 million years, means 25,40,000 years approximately. The time scale of Lord Brahma is much greater than that, but the necessary data for the calculation is adequate for now. So, moving further to our Matsya Puran tale. In the Matsya Puran, the tale of the devastation of the previous universe of the sixth Manu and the creation of the universe for the current Manu is been given. For your information, the Manu is the first human which rules throughout the period of the Manvantara. Moving further, in this tale of Hinduism, the king named as Satyavrat was ordered by the fish incarnation of Lord Vishnu that on the seventh day from now, the partial devastation of the universe begins. He was then assigned the responsibility of collecting each and every samples and pairs of animals, insects, trees, fishes, and every other living being on the earth. Now, after collecting these samples, he, along with his family and along with the Saptarishis or the seven great sages and their families, was ordered to come to the ship made by the gods that will make them safe until the devastation and the creation process is over. The king did the same. He collected every sample of the living entities of both male and female, and along with the Saptarishis came on the shore where he got the ship made by the gods, and all the beings then sat on the ship and the ship began to sail. To drive the ship, the main entities were the Nagraj Vasuki and the Matsya Avatar itself. The one end of the Nagraj Vasuki was tied to the ship and the other end was tied to the horn of the Matsya Avatar. After the completion of the partial devastation and the creation, the living entities were safely transferred to the new recreated earth and were advised to live the upright and virtuous life. Now, these tales seem happily ending and normal to the listeners, right? But there is the whole new possibility of time travelers in this case by seeing the figures of the time duration of the traveling. As mentioned earlier, when a Manvantara completes, a partial devastation and the partial creation cycle takes place, which are of 1.728 million years each. the new Manvantara and the Divya Yuga cycle begins. Now, if we add each of the time duration, that is 2 times 1.728 million years, it adds up to 2.54 million years, i.e., approximately 25 lakh 40,000 years. For your information, this is the same duration spent by all living beings on the ship made by the gods. But if we see the maximum age of the human during the Krita Yuga, it is only 1 lakh years, and the other animals' age may be vary, but the maximum age limit of any living being cannot be more than 1 lakh 50,000 years. But as we see in the ship, nearly 25 lakh 40,000 years are being passed, and the species of all living beings are still fit and fine. And the main thing in the tale is that they are actually in the age in which they can reproduce and grow their family tree. How is this possible? It is indeed possible only and only by one technique, which is time travel. The time travel involves the different frame of the times for the time travelers and external observer, and also this implies the different speeds of the time for each. Now, as you listen carefully, the ship was being marked as made by gods. The question is that why they designed the ship by the gods, and why didn't they simply order the king to build one? The answer to this is that the ship was to be designed for the unique purpose of time traveling. Now, as you know, the ship was to be designed for time traveling. No such techniques and materials must be present with the humans of that time to travel such gigantic time intervals in such a short span of time. And also, one other possibility arises out of this tale, which is the ship was being made travel by the speed of the light. Yes, you heard it right. In fact, even in the today's science, it is not possible to attain such speed easily, even at the atomic scales. But in this Puranic tale, there is a strong evidence of the object which has the time traveling properties along with the speed of the light, and this makes the strong foundation for the fact that ship was indeed an advanced time traveling device which was capable of attaining the light speeds, or more than that, was built in the order to sustain such devastating speeds of the light. Or there is the other possibility that the speed of the light was attained by the Matsya avatar of Sri Vishnu along with the Nagaraj Vasuki for traveling such a gigantic interval in such short span of the time, which shows the proof of the ancient time traveling in the Puranas. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Decoding Cosmos by PH, and also click all notifications to not miss out any update from Decoding Cosmos by PH. Till then, stay safe, stay tuned, love Cosmos, goodbye.